Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just another article on, Visa is one of them. I've done two other videos on Visa today. So, very good stock to own, I believe, in my opinion. But this is the top research reports for Berkshire, Visa, and Cisco. And as I've pointed out, this person here, Warren Buffett, is in Omaha, Nebraska, so am I. So I like to follow him from time to time. So, but here's a look at the some of the stocks in the article. This, as you see, just came out today. So Zacks Research Daily presents the best research output of the analysis team. Today's Research Daily features new research reports on 16 major stocks, including Berkshire, which is Berk B, Visa, and Cisco. The research reports have been handpicked from roughly 70 reports published by the analysis team today. One thing I would like to point out before I go any further is you can buy, so this is the B shares, I'll show you the A as well. This is the B shares, and you can see what it's done over the last year, up over 25%, in the last 3 months, up over 7.25%, 4% in the last month. It's actually down red in the last week, and not surprised with everything else. That's kind of interesting. 301 on up to 309 and dropped. It must have been something, but point I was going to make out is you can buy partial shares here on Robinhood. So if you don't have $308 or $300, you can throw just $10-20 at it and get a partial. That's what this is. That's why my cost basis is that. This is the profit that I've made, a 71% return. So if you don't know about Berk B, it's a bunch of financial insurance, Geico. I use Geico for my car insurance, actually. And just a list, just a slew of everything in there. Founded in 1839, and Warren Buffett is the CEO. There's the volume, a $689 billion market cap. And here's the ratings on it, so 86% hold. So, and here's where I bought mine, June of 2020. For $180 and $179 through $10 at it. The only thing that I don't like is this is market orders. So if it's sitting there fluctuating, going up and down like some do, you might end up paying more than actually what you wanted to. That's the only downfall about the market orders. But here is Berk A, so A shares, and as you can see, I have a partial share of this one also. That's my cost basis of $270,000. So this one went up a very great return. So, and that's kind of interesting action. 465 just drops off to 451. So very interesting. Here's a look at what they've the A shares have done over the last year. That would be awesome. You could retire. Could have bought in there and sold, so that's quite the stock. So in the last 3 months it's in the green. Last month it's in the green, almost 4%. Yep, it's in the red. Had a real sharp drop off here. 465. Wow. And that's some interesting action there as well. So as you can see, again, I have a partial share of this one. I should keep throwing money at it, but I haven't. Been throwing money elsewhere. But again, there is a list. And the volume and everything on this one, feel free to pause and go over that. 86%, pretty much the same as the B. And here's what it was when I bought it, so don't know why it shows those prices, why it's not an even $10, but interesting point. But and here on Microsoft Bing, currently showing it as a buy at $28.39. But back to the article. So again, like I said, I've talked about Visa twice already, and so as you can see, I have some of this B shares. I have some shares of Visa and Cisco I just bought a while back as well, so it's got a decent dividend to it as well. Shares of Berkshire Hathaway have outperformed the Zacks Insurance Property and Casualty over the past year, 27.2% versus 13.5%. The Zacks analysis believes that Berkshire's inorganic growth story remains healthy with strategic acquisitions. Strong cash position supports earnings, accretive bolt-on buyouts. I wonder if that should be both instead of bolt-on buyouts or whatever, and indicates the company's financial flexibility. And we already kind of went over some of that as well. Continued insurance business growth fuels increases in float, drives earnings, and generates maximum return on equity. So that's why he's into insurance and whatever else he's into. However, exposure to the catastrophe loss induces earnings volatility and also affects the property and casualty underwriting results of Berkshire. Huge capital expenditures remain a headwind for the company. Shares of Visa have outperformed the Zacks financial transaction services industry year over year, 1% versus minus 28.7%. Zacks believes that the numerous buyouts and alliances pave the way for the company's long-term growth and consistently driving revenues. And I'm not going to read all of that information to you. Next is Cisco. Like I said, I already made 2 Visa videos today, and you can also buy partial shares of that on Robinhood as well. So if you don't have 210 or 213, whatever it was. Shares of Cisco have performed Zacks computer networking industry over the past year of 19.6% versus 17.6%. The analysis believes that the Cisco's performance is benefiting from strength in its product portfolio, customer segments, and momentum in product order growth, strength in web-scale business, and solid uptake of switching solutions, especially Catalyst 9000 and Meraki offerings, along with the robust adoption of the company's subscription-based offerings were tailwinds. Company is benefiting from healthy uptake in identity and access. The buyout of Cassia Communications bodes well for the long haul, and so always a lot of good what I've seen anytime I've looked into this particular stock as well, so which is Cisco. And other noteworthy reports we're featuring today: Comcast, CSX Corp, and L3 Harris. So I do not have any of those, but that is it for this particular article, which I just thought was very interesting. But again, just something new with this article, and like I said, I've talked about Visa twice today, so I'll link those videos in the description as well. But 3 good companies and some good research reports came back, so thought it would be worthwhile to throw that out there and see who out there has this one, or any of them, or all 3 of them. So, and if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is Jay Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.